Welcome to day 9 of our Cybersecurity Bootcamp. Myself, Chensi, Cybersecurity Analyst, and I will be your speaker for today's section Introduction to Digital Forensics. So, this is our WhatsApp channel. Join with us. And these are the emails. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can connect with us. So, this is my GitHub profile and LinkedIn profile. So, these are the certificates I have completed. So today's agenda. So in here we can get to know what are the things I'm going to cover. First, what is the thing? What is digital forensics and what are the several areas and the structured process and forensics to laptops. Then then this is the disclaimer. So don't do illegal activities. If you have to try anything, you have to use testing website. So first of all, First of all, what is digital forensics? Digital forensics is the process of identifying, collecting, analyzing, and preserving digital evidence from electronic devices like computers, mobile phones, or even servers. So, digital investigation is a magnifying glass. We use specified tools and techniques to trace cyber criminals' activities. Why do we use digital forensics? There are several important reasons. First is to investigate cyber crimes such as hacking, online fraud, and data theft. Second is to collect solid illegal evidence that can be used in court. So the third one is to recover deleted or hidden or encrypted data that might hold clues. And finally, to answer for critical questions, what happened, why did it happen, how was it done, and who did it. So, let me give you a real world example. Imagine a company gets hacked. The IT team sees that something's wrong, but they're not sure what exactly happened. This is where a digital forensics expert steps in. They examine the company's computers and servers to figure out how the hack, hack, hacker or attacker got in, what kind of data was accessed or stolen, and exactly when it all occurred. So these informations not only helps in stopping the attack but also in strengthening security for the future and sometimes even catching the criminals. So now that we know what digital forensics is and why it is important, let's dive a bit deeper. So, digital forensic is actually a broad field and it includes several specialized branches, each focusing on a specific types of technology or evidence. So, first one is computer forensics. Uh, this involves investigating desktops, laptops, and hard drives. Think of it as digging through the digital footprint left behind on the computer. It helps us recover deleted files, check user activity, and analyze operating system logs to find out what was done and when. Second one is mobile device forensics. So our smartphones hold a lot of personal and sensitive data. In this area, forensics experts analyze mobile phones and tablets to recover call logs, messages, app data, even GPS locations. This can be extremely valuable in both criminal and corporate investigations. Third one is network forensics. This is like watching the road where digital traffic flows. Experts monitor and analyze network data to detect unauthorized access, data breaches, malware communications. It's especially useful when you are trying to figure out how an attacker got into your system. Then the fourth one is cloud forensics. With so much data now stored in the cloud, cloud forensics has become very important. It deals with the data stored in services like AWS, Google Drive, and Dropbox. Forensics investigator here look at access logs, file movements, and storage patterns to find out if anything suspicious happened. First one is email forensics. So, ever wonder where a phishing or the spam email comes from? So that's why email forensics comes in. In this field, investigator examine the content of the email, the metadata like headers and timestamps, attachments, likewise, etc. This helps trace the origin and purpose of suspicious email. Sixth one is malware forensics. This is the another major area. Here, the focus is on analyzing virus, Trojan, ransomware, or any malicious code. The goal is to understand how the malware works, how it spreads, and what kind of damage it causes. This is crucial for both defense and future preventions. Then the seventh one is memory forensics, is based on RAM. It is a bit more advanced. It deals with analyzing data stored in RAM, the temporary memory of a computer. This is especially useful during a live investigation where you can capture information about currently running processes, open files, and even passwords that might be in a memory. Then the last one is database forensics. In this area, the focus is on investigating database like MySQL or SQL Server. Expert track data changes, access log, any unauthorized modifications or theft of data. This is critical in financial crimes or insider threats. So, in digital forensics, um Uh, there are a lot. There are they export the types of digital forensics. Now we are going to talk about how a digital forensics investigation actually happened. Just like solving a crime in the physical world, digital forensics follows a structured process to make sure everything in done properly, legally, and can hold up in. So first one is identification. What to investigate, what do we need to investigate? So this is the first step. This is when we detect that something suspicious or malicious has occurred. We need to recognize that an incident has taken place and then identify the devices, files, accounts, or systems that might be involved. For example, a student suddenly finds that all their school project files are gone and replaced with a message demanding money. This might be a ransomware attack, and identifying the affected laptop and the time of the incident becomes the first step in investigating it. So, second one is preservation. Uh, it's have to protect the evidence. Once we know what needs to be investigated, the next step is preservation. So at this stage, the main goal is to protect digital evidence so that it isn't accidentally changed, deleted, or corrupted. Why is this important? Because if the original data is tampered with even by accident, it could make the evidence inadmissible in court or ruin the investigation. So instead of working on the original device or files, forensic expert make a forensic copy, a bit by bit clone of the hard drive, mobile phone or memory card. This copy is what we analyze while the original stays safe and untouched. For example, imagine your phone is involved in a case. Instead of scrolling through your messages and risking accidental changes, investigators first make a exact copy of your phone data. That way, they can search safely without damaging the original evidence. Third one is analysis. Examine the data. It is used to search for the digital clues. This is where forensics experts closely examine the preserved copy of the data to find valuable digital clues. It is a bit like being a detective, but instead of looking for fingerprints, we are searching through files, logs, and activity history. Here are some of the things we might look for: deleted or modified files, suspicious email or messages, user activity like logins or file access, system logs, what was done and when, malware or strange programs running in the background. This step can take a lot of time, especially if the device has a large amount of data. For example, investigators find that a strange file downloaded from an email attachment installed malware which secretly sent files from the computer to an unknown server. Analyzing the email and the malware help trace the attack. So the fourth step is documentation. It's a record everything. um, Through the entire forensic investigation, everything must be carefully documented. This means taking screenshots, recording the data and time of each step, logging every tool or command use, writing deleted notes about findings. Why is this important? Because it is a legal world, transparency is critical. Investigators must provide that the evidence was handled properly from the moment it was collected until the final report. This is called maintaining a chain of custody. If even one step isn't properly recorded, it could lead to the evidence being challenged or rejected in court. Imagine you are a student conducting a science experiment. You write down every step so others can repeat it and get the same result. Digital forensic works the same way. Your documentation ensure others can verify your findings. Then presentations. It report the findings, it tells the story clearly. This is where all the findings from the investigations are organized into a clear, easy to understand report. The goal is to explain what happened, how it happened, who was involved, and when it is occurred in a way that not technical people like judges, lawyers, or company managers can understand. Sometimes the forensics expert may also be asked to present their findings in court and answer questions as an expertness. So there are a lot of digital forensics tools out there. First, uh, Autopsy is a free and open source digital forensics platform. Think of it as like a detective toolkit, but for computers, it helps you investigations what happened on a device. Second one is FTK Imager. Uh, it's a tool create forensics image of hard drives and other storage, and also used to preserving digital evidence without changing it. So NCase is a professional forensics tool used in law enforcement and corporate investigations. Likewise, these all are the tools mostly used in the digital forensics investigation. Mm, I choose autopsy. Now, in this demo session, we are going to see about autopsy, how we can recover deleted files from the drives. First, I will explain about autopsy. It's a free and open source digital forensic platform, and it helps you investigating what happened on a device. So, what exactly autopsy will do? Analyze hard drives, recover deleted files, create an exam timelines of activity, and find digital evidence that may not be visible on the surface. Autopsy is a beginner friendly. That means you don't need to be a forensic expert to start using it. In fact, it is not just for students or hobbyists. Law enforcement agencies use autopsy in real investigations. That tells you just how powerful and trustworthy the tool is. Mm, While recovering deleted images, autopsy will take some regular actions. First, it will scan unlocated spaces. Unlocated spaces refers to area of a disk that are not. Second one is file craving. This is the technique used to recover files based on file signatures, specific byte patterns that indicates the start and end of a file, even when file metadata is gone. For images, autopsy looks for known file header or footer such as JPG, PNG, likewise, etc. So third step is rebuild recover files. After identifying a complete or partial image file, Autopsy reconstruct it and places it in the graved sections of this case. It assigns generic name like mm, if it is graved means case one. If the original name is lost, check file system metadata. This is the fourth step. If possible, Topsy also analyze file system metadata or FAT directory entries to get details like original file names, path, timestamp, etc. Then the next step is generates thumbnail and previews. For recovered images, Autopsy may generate a thumbnail for easy viewing and trace. This helps investigators quickly identify and relevant images. So now I'm going. Now I'm. Let's we move on the hands-on demo. Now I'm going to uh, use Autopsy, and I I have already installed Autopsy for Windows installations. Just type Autopsy. We can see the site. This is the latest version 4.22.1 for Windows. If you are using Linux or any other OS, you can download the zip file, and if you have any other platform, you can use in the command. So I have already downloaded. So while opening Autopsy, it shows like three options: new case, open recent case, or an open case. Recently, if you are working in any cases, you can click open recent case, or you are going to create a new case. Create a new case. I'm going to create a new case. So after that, you have to give a case name. I'm going to give case 0001. I'm going to give the case name as 001. Then you have to set a path for the case. I'm giving desktop. Then I am the single user. If you are working with multiple persons, or you can using multi-user. I'm using single user. Next, then I have to give a case number. I'm going to give 000021. Then this is optional. If you are working with any organizational, you have to give a organizational details, and you have to manage with those people. Then not required for. So it's taking some time. Yeah. Then you have to set the data source. So in data source, there are 5 steps. First one is select the host. So I'm giving generate new host name based on data source name. I'm keeping it random. So if you are working in a real case, you have to give a special new host name or existing host likewise. Next, so uh, in data source type, there are several options. First one is disk image or VM file. If your file type is disk image or VM file, you have to select this. Local disk, you have to select local disk. Various types based on your evidence type, you have to select the source type. I'm going to use local disk, so I'm selecting local disk. Then next, so after that, we have to give the local disk path. So I'm going to connect my pen drive. So it's now showing. Yeah, I have connected my pen drive, so it's showing my device. So okay, click that and select OK. So next, so these are the configuration engines. Uh, if you are working with any other directories, have to select particular options. So and next, yeah, the data source has been added to the local database. So finish it. Okay, these are the informations of my pen drive. What are the disk values? So first one is data source and the file view. In this file view, we can see the options like deleted files. Then the MBF file size and the data artifacts inside of that metadata. So in the deleted files, we can find all deleted files and documents here. While clicking that, we can extract the documents and recover the documents securely. Still, it loading because it's the file data was too high. In the folder file system, there are 53 files are deleted that are located here, and in all it shows 53. So if I click file system, it will recover 53 files. It's still loading because the file size was too high. Okay, it's still loading. Yeah, I got 53 files from here. These all files are deleted previously. Uh, I will show that. So here, okay, I'm picking one image. So here we can see modified time, change time, access time. The image was created that time, and the image size, flags, and flags is in directory and meta. It's a location, everything, every details, hash values for some files I can gather. So what extension it is a zip file or ISO file, it's a JP file or HTML file, whatever information I got here itself. So after this, if I want to recover this file, just click and extract file from where I'm selecting desktop. So here I'm going to extract, then save. Okay, the file was extracted. So now I'm going to check the file. So before that, I will show which file. One dot jpeg file. So I'm going to check desktop. Before that, this file was not here. I am extracting that from pen drive. So the file was here. Mm, so the file format is not supported. Mm, open in Firefox. Oh, while extracting, it shows some errors. So So there was an error in connecting pen drive, so the image was can't recover totally. So this was an exact image what I have exact. Hmm, in this image I was okay. So the size of the image was different, so it can't loading. The image was already extract. The size of the because of the size of the image, it can't loading. It's still loading. You can see here ISO analyzing, and for every documents, there are a lot of documents. For the storage reason, it's loading. Still, it's loading. After completed this uh, document verification, then we can download our extract whatever we want. We will get the result. Okay, this was the step we can um, recover our deleted files from the autopsy. By using same method, we can verify local file, drive file, or anything. Okay, it's still loading. That's it. These are the things, basic things we need to recover deleted files. These are the tools. Um in digital forensics, these are the techniques and these are the methods. First one is identification. What are the things we need to know and preserve the evidence and analyze what was exactly happened, and documentations. Every record should be clever and clear, and the presentation. So uh, let me wait a second. So let me explain about one case study. Uh, First, I will explain about what was happened. The BTK killer, blind torture kill, was a serial killer named Dennis Rada who committed crimes between 1974 and 1981 in Kansas, USA. He sent taunting letters to police and media but disappeared for years. In 2004, he restarted communications using floppy disk, and that's where digital forensics came in. What are the evidence they recovered? Police received a floppy disk from BTK with a message file like a documentation. BTK thought he had removed identified info. Forensics analysis step what they done. So first, disk imaging. Investigators used forensic tools like NCAS or FTK imager to create a bright protected image of the floppy disk. This preserved the original evidence without changing it. Then metadata extraction. The forensics team examined the documentation file on the floppy using forensic tools. They viewed the file's metadata, that's our hidden data about the file. That key discovered, metadata revealed. Lastly, they saved by Dennis. Organizations is price is charge file created on a computer registration to that organization in Wichita. Cross referencing. Investigators searches for someone named Densis Thatcher. They found Densis Radar, a child leader and the local resistance. So, final evidence police matched DNA from Reda's daughter via medical record evidence from BTK crime scenes. This confirms his identity. So, what are um the next step? Densis Rara was arrested in 2005. He confessed to 10 murders and is serving 10 life sentence. So, this show how simple metadata file author info led to the capture of the dangerous criminal, highlights the power of digital forensics even for small forgotten details like document properties. I demonstrate how disk imaging, file analysis, and cross-referencing evidence are used in real investigations. This is the one of the case study I have learned. Then there are so many tools in digital forensics for file and disk analyzing tools, autopsy, uh, bin work, foremost, scalpen, and DD. DD is a disk cloning and forensics imaging. We can use in the Linux for and for memory analysis, volatility, it's a powerful memory forensics framework. Analyze RAM, DOM, it's like a list processor, recover files, etc. So, LIM is a loadable kernel module for acquiring volatile memory. Then for network forensics, Wireshark, it is a GUI packet analysis for live capture or pickup file analysis. TCP dump is a command line tool for capturing network traffic. And next one is network miner, is a passive packet sniffer, extract files and credentials from pickup files. Then Explico, extract contents from internet traffic like email, images. Then password or key recovery. For this, there are Hashcat, John the Ripper, Hydra, Opera. Hashcat is a GPU-based password recovery tool, and John the Ripper is a password cracker supporting many hash types. Hydra is a brute force tool for online services like SSH, FTP, HTTP, etc. For mobile forensics, Andriller, AF Logical. Andriller is a Android forensic toolkit, lock screen cracking, SQLite phrases. Then AF Logical is extracts call logs, SMS contacts from Android. Mobile verification toolkit (MVT) it is used for in iOS and Android analysis, used to detect spyware like Pegasus. Then for log and timeline analysis, log to timeline or FISO, it creates timelines from logs, file system, and some more. Reaper. Reg Reaper is a phases Windows registry hives. X tool it's read metadata from images, PDF, and videos. So for all in one, autopsy will suit, Canny as will suit, Deft will suit. Canny is available as a separate distro, but some tools are usable in Kali. Deft is another distro, but components can be used in Kali. Some of the components by DFT, DFF likewise, etc. So autopsy is majorly used everywhere. And TSK is a command line tool like FLS, ILS, uh, MMLS for analyzing disk images. Binwalk is extract embedded files and executable code for firmware images. So these are the various types and various tools for various division. So let me clarify once again. These are the very important things If you understand these steps, you can understand each and everything about the digital forensics. First is identifications. When we detect something suspicious or malicious, first we have to identify what was exactly done. Then we need to recognize that an incident has taken place, for like then identify the devices, files, accounts, or system. And the second one is preservation. Its main goal is to protect the digital evidence, so that is accidentally changed or deleted or corrupted. This is a origin. It is works on original device or files. Forensics expert make a forensics copy of the original hard drive or mobile phone or memory card. This copy is what we analyze while the analyze stays safe and untouched. So then the third one is analysis. Uh, this is where forensics experts closely examine the preserved copy of the data to find valuable digital clues. It is a bit like being a detective, but instead of looking for fingerprints, we're searching through files, logs, and activity history. So next is documentation. Here we have to notice the important thing. Investigators must provide that the evidence was handled properly from the moment it was collected until the final report. This is called maintaining a chain of custody. Chain of custody is a big concept. We have to understand what are the things we have to note, what are the things we have to preserve. Um, This chain of custody is a documented process of handling evidence from the moment it is collected until it is preserved in court. Uh, why it is important? It evidence can be changed or rejected in court, so we have to uh, note everything. If you are going without documentations, it will change or reject. Even if the evidence is real, if there is no proper record of handling, it can be claimed as planned or alerted. So in chain of custody, most of the things was documentations. In under that, what are the things importance, or who collected the evidence, what was collected, like devices or device type of serial number, file name, likewise, etc. When it was collected, date and time, where it was collected, from where, from which place, how it was collected, from what type of tool, what type of method, likewise, etc. Who accessed or transfer it later. So on example scenario, a company suspect a former employee of data theft. A forensics analyst creates a disk image of the employee's laptop. To maintain the chain of custody, they label the hard drive with a unique ID. Fill out a form noting device info, date and time of scene, and name of the analyst, hash value to prove identity. Store the evidence is a secure lock locations. Record every person who later accesses or analyzes the images. Mm, how we can protect the chain of custody? Always work on a copy, not originally evidence. Use write blockers when imaging disk. Generate and verify hash values like MD5 and SHA256 likewise. Log every transfer and access. So, if the chain of custody is broken, the evidence loses credibility, no matter how strong it is. So, the next thing is presentation. This is where all the findings from the investigations are originally into a clear, easy to understand report. The goal is to explain what happened, how it happened, who was involved, and when it occurred in a way that non-technical people like judges, lawyers, or company managers useful to easily understandable. These are the main things. In digital forensics, there are various types. These are the things we learned here, and we learn how to recover our deleted files using autopsy. That's it. This is my profile, and this the thing. This is the WhatsApp channel. Mm, thank you all. If you have any queries or anything you have to share, let me know in chat box. So our next section is on Monday. We will see on Monday. If you have any queries, let me know in chat box.